Question: explain grievance of native rulers for Sipai Mutiny 1857. Here in question that word is there, native rulers. Native rulers means Indian rulers. How Indian rulers participated in Sipai Mutiny 1857. What is the reason? So first is Dalhousie. Dalhousie, Dalhousie. Dalhousie. He was Governor General of India. So Governor General of India equal to Prime Minister. Up to 1857, Britishers used to call Governor General of India. From 1858, they used to call Viceroy of India. So here Governor General of India or Viceroy of India equal to Prime Minister. Dalhousie, he was Governor General of India. He passed Doctrine of Lapse, DOCTRINE, Doctrine of Lapse, LAPSE, Lapse. As per Doctrine of Lapse, without biological son, Indian kings would lose their kingdom. So many Indian kings lost their kingdom. Example here, Kittur Rani Chennamma, Rani Lakshmi Bai. Again, Britishers used to give pension to Peshwa. Peshwa was in Pune, Maratha Peshwa. They used to give pension. They stopped giving pension to Peshwa. Again, Britishers told Bahadur Shah II. Bahadur Shah II, he was Mughal emperor in Delhi. They told after Bahadur Shah II, their children should go out from Red Fort. Red Fort, it was official palace for Bahadur Shah II or Mughals, and it was symbol of Indian emperor. So they told after Bahadur Shah II, his children has no right to stay in Red Fort. So because of all this, such that Indian kings revolted against Britishers in Sipai Mutiny 1857. This is second question. Explain grievances of Sipais for Sipai Mutiny 1857. So it is related to Sipais. Britishers introduced Enfield rifle. It was new rifle, Enfield rifle in 1857. In that Enfield rifle, they used a cartridge. That cartridge made from cow and pig fat. So Sipais avoided using Enfield rifles. British government passed General Enlistment Act 1856. So one actually that I told, Britishers introduced Enfield rifle. For Enfield rifle, they used a cartridge. That cartridge made from cow and pig fat. So that related to religion. So Sipais told we will not use Enfield rifle. That was one reason. Second reason, British government passed General Enlistment Act 1856. As per General Enlistment Act 1856, British government told Indian soldiers should go to foreign land for fighting. That also without any bata, extra bata. Extra bata means extra salary. So they told us that Indian soldiers should go to foreign land, they should fight. Again, in that time, as per Hindu soldiers, crossing sea or going away from sea considered as committing sin, papa. So they revolted against Britishers. See again in British Army, higher position they reserved only for Britishers and lower position for Indians. And also they had racial discrimination. Very often they should tell blacks, Indians considered as blacks and whites considered as superior. So here three reasons are there actually. That one, introducing Enfield rifle. For Enfield rifle they used cartridge. That cartridge made from cow and pig fat. So soldiers revolted. And the second reason, they passed General Service Enlistment Act 1856. As per General Service Enlistment Act 1856, British told Indian soldiers should go to foreign land, they should fight without bata, extra allowances. And also for Hindus, crossing sea considered as committing sin. And a higher position always actually for Britishers, lower position for Indians. This is third question. Explain religious causes of Sipai Mutiny 1857. This related to religion. See, in 1829, Britishers abolished sati system. So in the time after death of husband, wife is to burn herself. That is called sati system. So in 1829, the Britishers abolished such a system. In 1856, widow remarriage considered as legal. So as per Hindus, actually that widow remarriage not considered as legal, but Britishers made widow remarriage as legal. Again in 1856, Britishers passed Religious Disabilities Act. Religious Disabilities Act. As per Religious Disabilities Act, any Hindu convert to Christianity, he can claim his father property. So earlier actually he had no right to claim father property, but as per 1856 Religious Disabilities Act, even if he convert to Christianity also, he can claim father property. So here Hindus thought unnecessarily Britishers interfering in their religious affairs. And again another problem is such that the Christian missionaries, they used to convert Hindus to Christianity. In northeastern India, even in Tamil Nadu, many SC/ST people converted to Christianity. So because of all this, actually that Hindus revolted against Britishers. Question number 4. Explain important centers and leaders of Sipai Mutiny. That way that Sipai Mutiny happened, and what about leaders? In Delhi, Bahadur Shah II. Bahadur Shah II was last Mughal emperor. He participated in Sipai Mutiny. In Kanpur, Nana Sahib participated. So in Delhi, Bahadur Shah II. In Kanpur, Nana Sahib. In Lucknow, Hazrat Mahal, Hazrat, Hazrat Mahal, she participated. In Jhansi, Lakshmibai, she is very popular. In Bareilly, Barely, Bareilly, Khan Bahadur Khan participated. So in Delhi, Bahadur Shah II, he was last Mughal emperor. In Kanpur, Nana Sahib. In Lucknow, Hazrat Mahal. In Jhansi, Lakshmibai. In Bareilly, Khan Bahadur Khan participated. This is question number 5. How Sipai Mutiny is suppressed by Britishers? Say at Delhi, John Nicholson, Nichoolson, John Nicholson, Hudson, Hodson, all army officers, John Nicholson and Hudson suppressed Delhi, whatever actually that Bahadur Shah II revolted. They arrested Bahadur Shah II, they sent to Rangun jail. So there he died. At Kanpur, Sir Hugh Wheeler, Hugh, Hugh Wheeler, Wheeler, Hugh Wheeler, all army officers. Then Havelock, Havelock. Havelock. Then Sir Colin Campbell, SIR, Sir Colin, COLIN, Colin Campbell, CAMPBELL. So 3 army officers, Sir Hugh Wheeler, Havelock, Sir Colin Campbell. They defeated Nana Sahib, but Nana Sahib escaped to Nepal. At Gwalior, Sir Hugh Rose, Hugh Rose, Sir Hugh Rose, army officer, killed Rani Lakshmibai. This is question number 6. Explain India's administration from England in 1858. So it is such that how they used to control India from Britain. See, after 1857, lot of changes happened. Up to 1857, India was under the control of East India Company. East India Company just like Tata Company, Infosys Company, Pro Company, like that. But from 1858, India was totally under the control of British Queen, directly under the control of British Queen. And what about changes from 1858? One, India led by British Queen. So here British Queen, below British Queen, British Parliament. So British Queen, British Parliament. Again, British Parliament had 2 houses, Upper House and the Lower House. Upper House called as House of Lords. Here we'll tell Rajya Sabha, like that there House of Lords. Then House of Common. House of Common, that is equal to our Lok Sabha. Below British Parliament, British Prime Minister. Below British Prime Minister, Secretary for State India Affair. Secretary for State India Affair, he was equal to in India Minister. Secretary for State India Affair, he used to manage India from London. And below Secretary for State India Affair, they established Indian Council. Indian Council had 15 members. They used to give advice to Secretary for State India Affairs. So one British Queen, below British Queen, British Parliament, below British Parliament, British Prime Minister, below British Prime Minister, Secretary for State India Affairs, below Secretary for State India Affairs, Indian Council. So these organizations used to manage India from Britain. See, in Britain, here will tell minister. For minister in Britain, they will tell secretary. Question number 7. Explain British administration in India in 1858. See, this is actually that how Britishers is to administer India from India. In that time, India's capital was Calcutta. One actually that India's capital was Calcutta. Their central government. And for state, they should tell provinces. Example, Madras province, Bombay province. No, the provinces under the control of governor, British governor. And the central government under the control of Viceroy of India. Okay. So in central government, Viceroy of India. Below Viceroy of India, Viceroy Council. So Viceroy Council is nothing but present with the cabinet ministers. Now like that, they created Viceroy Council. Below Viceroy Council, central legislature, that is equal to parliament. So one Viceroy of India, below Viceroy of India, Viceroy Council, that what will tell cabinet minister. Below Viceroy Council, central legislature. See, this is important for knowing what about present. And they divided India as British provinces and princely states. So British provinces nothing but present states. What will take Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, like that. Say example, Madras province. So Madras province headed by governor. Governor always British. Below governor, governor council. We'll turn now Karnataka ministers. Like that governor council had ministers. For ministers, they should have members. Below that, provincial legislature. So here governor, Madras governor. Below Madras governor, governor council. That is nothing but cabinet or ministers in state level. Below that, provincial legislature. Okay. And central government, I told Viceroy of India. Below Viceroy of India, Viceroy Council. Below that, central legislature. Okay. Then again, some kingdoms under the control of Indian ruler. Example, Mysore under the control of Vadigar. Hyderabad under the control of Nizam. Again, Pune under the control of Peshwa. Say here example, our Mysore under the control of Vadigar. Here Vadigar. Below Vadigar, they appointed British commissioner. Below British commissioner, Mysore legislature. So Vadigar, then British commissioner. Below British commissioner, Mysore legislature. In Bangalore, we tell Kabban. Kabban is nothing but British commissioner in Mysore. Then again, we tell Boring Hospital. Boring is nothing but British commissioner in Mysore. Okay. That present in Bangalore High Court building is there. In that time, High Court building called as Atara Kacheri, where actually that British commissioner used to manage Mysore. Actually, used to manage Mysore from Bangalore. Present Vidhan Sabha is there, no? Opposite Vidhan Sabha, High Court is there. High Court is nothing but Atara Kacheri. That is governor office. Now also I can say that the Raj Bhavan, it is in Bangalore. And why he used to stay in Bangalore? Because actually that Bangalore is middle of Chennai or Madras and Mysore and Pune. From here he used to control Pune, Mysore. And also he used to maintain communication with Madras. So after 1858, what happened in India? One central government, Viceroy of India. Below Viceroy of India, Viceroy Council. Below that, central legislature. And provinces like Madras governor, governor council, and provincial legislature. And where we used to see Indian kings like Mysore, Wadiyar, below Wadiyar, British commissioner, below British commissioner, Mysore legislature. See, this is considered as one part, that 1857, 58, that revolt, what about changes Britishers introduced in India. No? And the next part is Indian National Congress. So it will start actually that 1885. and 1885 to 1905. That period called as Indian national movement went on moderate era. So this question is explained establishment of Indian National Congress. A.O. Hume, he was an ICS officer, now what went on IAS. In that time they used to call ICS, Indian Civil Service Officer. So A.O. Hume, an ICS officer, established Indian National Congress. And for this, Viceroy of India, he supported. He gave idea. Viceroy of India gave idea for establishing Indian National Congress. And why Viceroy of India gave idea? He told that Indian National Congress will act as safety wall, SAFETY, safety wall, VALVE. Safety wall means it is a place where Indians can express their grievance, that whatever they had pain, that they can express through Indian National Congress. And that Indian National Congress, every year they used to organize session in different places. So they had first session at Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College. Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College at Mumbai. It was in college and a small classroom. In the classroom, 72 delegates participated. They came from different places. And W.C. Banerjee was president of first session, W.C. Banerjee. And they had members Dadabhai Nauroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Firoz Shah Mehta, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. They considered as members of Indian National Congress. Dadabhai Nauroji, he was considered as grand old man of India. And he was first Indian, became member of British Parliament. And he wrote one book called Drain of India's Wealth Theory. Drain of India's Wealth Theory. In that he mentioned how Britishers used to loot Indian wealth. Then again, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Gopal Krishna Gokhale considered as political guru for Gandhiji. Because of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Gandhiji came from South Africa to India. And here you can see that W.C. Banerjee, Dadabhai Nauroji, they were English educated, urban class people. English educated, urban class people. That it is just like this, such that having Indian skin. Indian skin is nothing but brown skin with English mind. So they had trust on British government in India. And they thought only from Britishers India will develop. And India will get justice. This question is explained demands and methods of INC, Indian National Congress, 1885 to 1905. So up to 1905, Indian National Congress members called as moderates, MODERATS, moderates, and moderates demanded self-rule to India or self-government to India. What is the self-rule or self-government? India was under the control of British Queen, but nominating more Indians to central legislature, appointing more Indians to civil services, and also conducting civil service examinations simultaneously in Britain and India, because earlier they used to conduct a civil service exam only in Britain. So that they demanded conducting civil service examination in England and also in India. And also for solving Indian problem, moderates adopted 3 Ps. The 3 Ps called as actually that constitutional agitation. So constitutional agitation is nothing but legal way. That what is 3P? Number 1, petition. Petition means writing letter, telling what about the problem. Second, prayer. Prayer means requesting government officer or British government officer for solving their problem. Protest. Protest means if government officer will not solve the problem, peacefully sitting in front of office. That is called protest. 3 Ps: petition, prayer, protest. That is called constitutional agitation. See that whatever I told, that is moderates, and also I told moderates had trust on Britishers. And they demanded self-government or self-rule. Self-government or self-rule means India was under the control of British Queen, but nominating more Indians to legislature, appointing more Indians to civil services. Next stage is extremism. Question is explain objectives of extremist. See, that is moderate, opposite word is extremist, revolting people. See, their objectives are attaining Swaraj, Purna Swaraj. No, we don't want that is self-government. No, they don't want Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj means complete independence to India. And here we will not see that using 3P, that it is 3P nothing but begging in front of, in our own country, begging in front of foreigners. So here they adopted boycott. Boycott means we don't want British government. We don't want British court. We don't want British school. We don't want mills established by Britishers. No? That establishing our own court, that is called panchayat or arbitrary court. Establishing our own school, colleges, that is called national schools and national colleges. Establishing our own industry, that is called Swadeshi. Swadeshi means establishing our own industry, producing our own goods, using our own goods, and organizing Hartal. Hartal means strikes across India. Okay, so extremists demanded Purna Swaraj, complete independence to India, and boycotting British goods, and establishing panchayat arbitrary courts, establishing our own school, national school and college. Example, Basungudi in Bangalore, national school and college, and promoting Swadeshi, that our own industries, our own cloth, our own product, organizing Hartal. This question number 11. Explain Balagangadhar Tilak. See, Balagangadhar Tilak called as father of unrest. Father of unrest is Balagangadhar Tilak. And he mobilized mass through organizing the Ganapati festival, Shivaji festival, and he used to go to village festivals. There he used to promote actually that his concept. His concept is Purna Swaraj. And again in village, weekly once they'll organize market, that is called the Sante. There used to go, used to mobilize people. And here Balagangadhar Tilak published two newspapers, one called as Maratha that is in English, and Kesari that is in Marathi. So he published two newspapers, Maratha in English, and Kesari that is in Marathi, and he founded Home Rule League in Pune. Tilak declared, Swaraj is my birthright, I will have it. So his famous slogan is, Swaraj is my birthright, I shall have it. So Balagangadhar Tilak considered as father of unrest, no? And he started Ganapati festival, what now we are celebrating. And in Maharashtra it is very popular, apart from Ganapati festival, Shivaji festival. And his two newspapers, one Maratha that is in English, Kesari that is in Marathi. And he gave a slogan called Swaraj is my birthright, I shall have it. And he established Home Rule League at Pune. Next question is explain Lala Lajpat Rai. Lala Lajpat Rai considered as Punjab Kesari. So Lala Lajpat Rai established Home Rule League in USA. See, Balagangadhar Tilak established Home Rule League in Pune. Here, Lala Lajpat Rai established Home Rule League in USA. And also he published a newspaper, that newspaper called as Punjabi. And he wrote a book called Unhappy India. Lala Lajpat Rai wrote a book called as Unhappy India. And Lala Lajpat Rai participated in Simon Go Back movement. See, in 1927-28, in that time, Sir John Simon, he was British Parliament member, visited India for knowing what about developments in India after 1923. Because in 1923 they conducted election. For knowing what about developments in India, Sir John Simon with other 6 Parliament members came to India, but there were no Indian member in Simon Commission. So all over India, Indians started Simon Go Back movement. In that, Lala Lajpat Rai participated at Lahore railway station. Because of lathi charge, Lala Lajpat Rai died. So he is called as Punjab Kesari, and he established Home Rule League at USA, and his newspaper is Punjabi, and he wrote Unhappy India. This is question number 13. Explain Bipin Chandrapal. See, Balagangath Tilak from Maharashtra, Lala Lajpat Rai from Punjab, Bipin Chandrapal from Bengal. Bipin Chandrapal, known as father of revolutionary thoughts in India. Bipin Chandrapal, known as father of revolutionary thought. He had all revolutionary thoughts. And Bipin Chandrapal started Paridarshak weekly newspaper, Paridarshak. And also he published Public Opinion and Tribune. These two magazines, Public Opinion and Tribune. And also he published one more magazine called as New India. One Public Opinion, second Tribune, third New India. These three magazines Bipin Chandrapal published. Apart from that, I don't know, Paridarshak he published. And also with Arvinda Ghosh. Arvinda Ghosh was very popular in Calcutta in that time. Bipin Chandrapal published Bande Mataram. See that Bengalis will not use word called Vande, V-A-N-D, Vande. For we, they tell Bande, B-A-N-D, Bande Mataram. So Bipin Chandrapal, known as father of revolutionary thought in India, he published Paridarshak, that is weekly magazine, and also that he published Public Opinion, Tribune, New India. With Arvinda Ghosh, he published Bande Mataram. See, they also that in Indian national movement, some terms are very popular. That they'll tell Bipin Chandrapal, they'll tell Pal, Lal, then one is actually that I told Bipin Chandrapal, then Lala Lajpat Rai, then one more Tilak. Next question is explain Arvindo Ghosh. See, Arvindo Ghosh, he was a lecturer. He was college lecturer in Calcutta. So Arvindo Ghosh published a series of articles in New Lamps for World. New Lamps for World. He used to publish articles. And also Arvindo Ghosh published articles in Bande Mataram. I told also that they were unable to pronounce V. So Bande Mataram. Arvindo Ghosh published a series of articles in New Lamp for Wood and Bande Mataram. And also he played important role in Swadeshi movement. What is Swadeshi movement? Swadeshi movement, that is for opposing Bengal partition in 1905. And also Arvindo Ghosh wrote Savitri and Life Divine. One Arvindo Ghosh published a series of articles in New Lamps of World. And the second, he published articles in Bande Mataram. And again, he wrote Savitri and Life Divine. See, this is considered as one part. That whatever you see, Arvindo Ghosh, Bipin Chandrapal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Balagangadhar Tilak, no, that is called extremist activities. This is again next part. Next part means it will start in somewhere in 1905. It will continue up to 1911. Explain Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement against Bengal partition. Britishers divided Bengal into two on 16th October 1905. And also while dividing, they told it was huge territory, a huge province. They were unable to administer. So on the basis of administration ground, they divided Bengal into two. One is East Bengal, second West Bengal. But inside they had their own idea. That idea is actually that dividing Bengal on the basis of religion. East Bengal dominated by Muslims, West Bengal dominated by Hindus. Now what will tell Bangladesh? Bangladesh is nothing but East Bengal. And West Bengal now it is in that the capital is Calcutta. Now it is with us, that West Bengal. So Indian National Congress realized on what basis they divided. Whatever they divided, not on administrative ground, it was purely for dividing provinces on the basis of religion, that dividing Hindu-Muslim unity. So Indian National Congress opposed Bengal partition. They started the Swadeshi movement. No? In Swadeshi movement, they had some programs. One, organizing Hartal. Hartal means strikes across India. And the second, celebrating Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan means such that building we feeling among Indians. And promoting Swadeshi. Swadeshi means establishing our own textile industry, because in that time there was huge demand for Indian textile in European countries. Establishing our own textile industry, using our own goods. No? That it started in 1905. It started intensifying more and more. And later, Britishers realized that continuing Bengal partition was very difficult. But in the same time, they got Muslim support. So they decided retaining that Muslim support, again uniting Bengal. So in 1909, British government passed an act that is called India Act 1909. In India Act 1909, now we are seeing the SC/ST reservation. Like that, first time they gave reservation to Muslims under India Act 1909. So they retained Muslim support, whatever they got. No? In 1911, they united Bengal into one. Then again, India Act 1909 is very important because they introduced indirect election. That now what we'll see in Rajya Sabha. That for Rajya Sabha election, we will not participate. Public will not participate. That MLAs will vote. So that is called indirect election. They introduced indirect election under India Act 1909. So Swadeshi movement related to opposing Bengal partition. No? And there again, that whatever Bengal they divided on the basis of religion, that East Bengal dominated by Muslims, West Bengal dominated by Hindus. So for opposing that, Indian National Congress started Swadeshi movement. Their main program is such that organizing Hartal all over India and celebrating Raksha Bandhan and promoting Swadeshi. This is question number 16. Explain formation of Muslim League. See, present, whatever we are seeing problem between India and Pakistan, the problem started in 1905 and started with that whatever that seeds, whatever that seeds sown by Britishers. See, Muslim League established in 1906. Established by Nawab Salimullah Khan. Nawab Salimullah Khan at Dhaka, but he was namesake. Behind Nawab Salimullah Khan, Viceroy of India was there, British Viceroy. So Viceroy of India provided all type of ideas to him, and also he provided everything for him actually. So Nawab Salimullah Khan established a Muslim League. And also what about programs of Muslim League? That Viceroy of India told indirectly through Nawab Salimullah Khan. That objectives of Muslim League, supporting Britishers, solving Muslim problem. So this Muslim League established by Nawab Salimullah Khan at Dhaka. No, that goal is supporting Britishers, solving Muslim problem. Explain Surah split 1907 and Lucknow session unification. Lucknow session unification. See, every year Indian National Congress used to organize session. Session means meeting in different places. Question number 17. Explain Surah split 1907 and Lucknow session unification 1916. See, this is 1907 and 1916. 1907 Surah split and 1916 Lucknow session unification. It related to Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress every year they used to organize session. Session means meeting. In 1907, they had a session at Surat. In Surat, formally, Indian National Congress is divided into two. One moderate and a second extremist. So moderates nothing but they demanded self-government to India. Self-government means India was under the control of British Queen, but more Indians in legislature and civil services. But extremists demanded Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj means complete independence to India. So this is the difference between moderates and extremists. So moderates and extremists divided in 1907 at Surat session. Again they united in Lucknow session. Lucknow session in 1916. So there was session. The title of session is nothing but meeting in different places. In 1916 there are a session in Lucknow. So their extremists and moderates united. Question number 18. Explain Home Rule League. See, this Home Rule League started by Ani Besant in Adyar, 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 near Madras. Again, Tilak started Home Rule League at Pune. Ani Besant demanded home rule for India. Home rule is nothing but self-government or self-rule. India was under the control of British Queen, but more Indians in legislature and more Indians in civil services. But Tilak demanded Pune Swaraj. Pune Swaraj means complete independence to India. So Home Rule League started by Ani Besant at Adyar, near Madras. Tilak started Home Rule League at Pune. See, this is considered as one part, that Home Rule League, that Surat split and Lucknow session. This is another part. Now what I will tell. This question number 19 related to explain Rowlatt Act 1919. Explain Rowlatt Act 1919. Rowlatt Act passed in 1919. As per Rowlatt Act, police can arrest any person without arrest warrant. And also they can detain arrested person in prison maximum 2 years. So police can arrest any person without any arrest warrant. They can keep arrested person in jail 2 years. On the basis of Rowlatt Act, police arrested 2 Sikh leaders. One, Dr. Satyapal. Second, Saifuddin Kichlu. Saifuddin, Saifuddin Kichlu, Kitchlew. So, as per Rowlatt Act, police can arrest any person without any arrest warrant and they can detain arrested person in jail maximum 2 years. On the basis of Rowlatt Act, they arrested Dr. Satyapal, Sikh leader, and Saifuddin Kichlu. Both of them were Sikh leaders. Question number 20. Explain Jallianwala Bagh massacre. See, it related to Rowlatt Act 1919. Jallianwala Bagh massacre, it happened in Amritsar, present Punjab capital, in 1919. Amritsar district collector was General Harry, Harry, Harry Dyer, Dyar, General Harry Dyer, Amritsar district collector. So under Rowlatt Act, police arrested Dr. Satyapal and Kichlu. Both of them were Sikh leaders. Because of that, Sikhs revolted against police. Sikhs revolted against British government in that Amritsar. So General Dyer ordered martial law. He imposed martial law. Martial law also called as curfew. Now also that system is there. District collector can impose martial law or curfew. So as per martial law or curfew, in public place, gathering more than one person considered as illegal. Now also same system. Even in 1919 also same system. So he imposed martial law in Amritsar, but more than 1,000 Sardajis, that more ladies and children, they gathered in Jallianwala Bagh ground. It had only one entrance. They gathered in Jallianwala Bagh ground for celebrating Baishakhi festival. Because that in Baishakhi festival, they'll go to park or ground. For celebrating Baishakhi festival, they gathered in Jallianwala Bagh ground. And also for opposing their leader's arrest. See here, two things are there. One, celebrating Baishakhi festival, and the second, for opposing the leader's arrest, Dr. Satyapal and Kichlu, and also the Amritsar under martial law. As for martial law, gathering more than one person in public place considered as illegal. So General Dyer ordered fire. So police killed more than 1,000 people. That is called Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Next to this last question, question number 21. what is reserved subject and what is transferred subject under India Act 1919. See, this India Act 1919 very important because they introduced, they means Britishers, British government in India. They introduced direct elections in India. That now what we say Lok Sabha election, that people participating. That they introduced in India Act 1919. In India Act 1909, they introduced indirect election. That what we say Rajya Sabha election. And as I here, they are introducing direct election. Naturally, Indians will become ministers. So they divided departments, that whatever government departments, into two. One reserved subject, second transferred subject. See, reserved subject means some departments totally under the control of Viceroy of India, central government. Their state government has no right to interfere. State means in that time they should tell provinces. So reserved subject means some departments, example, revenue, police, prison. No, these departments under the control of Viceroy of India. Then transfer subject. Transfer subject means example local government, education, or this one health under the control of local government, or what we tell actually the provincial government. So they divided departments into two. Now what's the same system is they tell the union list, state list, concurrent list. Union list means some departments totally under the control of central government. State government has no right to interfere. And state list means totally the departments under the control of state government. And concurrent list means some departments that handled by both state and central government. So like this here, they divided departments into two. One reserved, second transfer. Reserved under the control of central government, Viceroy of India, is to handle. Transfer means some departments under the control of provincial government. Here local ruler system administer that one. Okay, will end up you will become commissioner and district collector.